Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. A little update. With the help of my neighbor, we determined that had fuel going up to the injectors now, so guessing that the fuel is contaminated. And sure enough, yeah, it was right full of water. I gained access through that gray fitting on the top of the fuel cell there. Now, this hole was already cut out because the sender was replaced a few years back. So I just kind of used it. So I opened that and I put a hose in, drained all it could out, and put a fresh fiber in and some fuel conditioner. Now working on just kind of bumping the key. I got the torpedo heater running, trying to heat things up. There's a lot of water in the line. The lines actually got froze. Pulled the filter, housing apart, pulled the filter out, cleaned that up. Now got a little, you guys can see in there, got a little bit of fuel in that paint cup down there. Kind of hoping as the lines thaw out, as I bump the key, that I get a nice steady stream of fresh fuel coming out for the time being. Then I can put the housing back on, and then before I get any further along, I have to throw a new filter into it. So that's where I'm at right now, guys. I'll let you know what happens as things go along. Okay guys, let me catch you up to what's going on. The propane heater thawed out the line, but the pump wouldn't push fuel through. But I'll get back to that in a second. I ended up blowing it out with compressed air, and then had to trace the hot wire for the fuel pump up to under the hood. So let's have a look at that. Alright, so I traced that up to this relay here. It goes in this little housing, but I noticed right away that it is connected directly to the battery with this fuse link here. So this relay is hot all the time, and then I discovered that all I gotta do is close these two contacts and the pump would run. So I primed the system up to the fuel filter down there, and then I put the old filter back in for now, because if I get this running during the build project, I'm gonna have to drop the tank and flush it out. So I put that back together in there, and then I cracked open this banjo bolt down there on the injector pump, and then just closed that contact and pushed the fuel through and got the air out of the line until fresh fuel came out. So there's fresh fuel going from the tank to the injector pump. And then on top of the motor here, I undid these injector lines here. That's number 4, number 3, and number 1 on the front, because they're the easiest ones to get at. Cranked the motor over a few times, and sure enough, there's fuel there. So that kind of was a thing, was to push some fuel through the line, fresh fuel through the injector lines, and hopefully this thing will start now. Well, cranking on it off and on. It hasn't started yet. Thinking I got a couple more ideas. I'm gonna go in the house, look up some stuff on the internet, and get back onto this tomorrow. But honestly, if this thing doesn't start soon, Project 1 Ton is going to be Project Scrapyard. Well, we got her fired up, boys. Had to bypass the computer. Hot wired the injector pump down in there, but she's chugging. Okay guys, I originally went looking for these wiring diagrams for the engine, and I come across some videos on how to hot wire the VP44 injection pump, which is on this truck. So what's important here is got to really think about how this whole system works. The easiest way to do that is this is a Cummins motor, not a Dodge motor, but this is a Dodge truck. So they're kind of two things married together, and when you unplug the injector pump, which is this connector right here from the back of the from the back there, you separate the truck from the engine, and two key terminals on this connector is this one up here. This is terminal 6, and this one down here is terminal 7. So what you do is get yourself a pair of make yourself up a pair of jumper wires like these that have insulated ends on them, and they'll just plug onto the back of the injector pump. So number 6, it goes up to negative here, and number 7, it comes up to positive. And as soon as you hook that up, if things are working, that pump should make a click noise, and the engine should start and run at an idle, because it's got no other inputs from anywhere else. Okay guys, so I tested this connector for continuity on pin 6, and I've got ground all over this engine compartment. Now I tested for power between 6 and 7 with the key on and in the crank position, and sure enough, there's a battery voltage there. So so it comes down to another issue. I got thinking back about the fuel system, and if you remember, I was trying to prime that up, and I mentioned about bumping the key, and that's exactly what's supposed to happen. I watched a bunch of other people's diagnostics and videos and stuff, and sure enough, you know, when you bump the starter, the pump is supposed to run, and that didn't happen. Now I read some forums, and it was kind of a mismatch of information. Some people talked about the cam position sensor, which is down. You guys can't see it, its wires are in the way, but there's a cam sensor down here under the injector pump, and other people talked about the crank sensor, which is back down under there. You probably can't see it either, behind the starter. Yeah, some people said it was one, other people said it was the other. So I'm gonna see if I can get my hands on a scan tool. Okay guys, I managed to borrow the Snap-on diagnostic scanner from my neighbor, Mr. Wilson. Got her plugged in and set to a page that's important here. I don't know if you guys can see it in this display, but I've got a cam position, engine RPM readout here, and across from it here I have a crank position, engine RPM readout. And I'll see if I can hold this camera here while I crank the engine over for a second and see what we get here. Okay, so I got 110 on the cam, and I got 0 on the crank. So I think either the 3 wires going down to the crank sensor, or the sensor itself has crapped out. Now this is kind of important, because if you go back to the fuel thing, the bump in the key, well, I found information on the internet where the crank sensor signals the computer that the engine's turning over, and it should do that 25-second fuel pump run. So I got a 0 here, guys, so I'll have to get back to you in a minute and I get that figured out. Okay guys, all indicators are pointing towards the crank position sensor. I don't know if you can see it up there or not. That's it over there. But I unplugged the harness, which is that connector there. You know, I had to move the starter out of the way, of course. When I unplugged it, the center wire popped off. I think the only thing holding that on was the wire casing itself. And the other 2 wires, I don't know if you guys can see those two wires there. When I pulled the connector out of the loom, they're bared back and wrapped in black tape. So I'm kind of hoping I can just clip that, take it in the garage, solder some extensions on, bring it back out, and hook it back up. Now I did order a sensor just in case, so we'll see what happens from here. I can't focus. Okay, so I got the connector off, and there we go, that's better. That center wire, shit, I lost focus. That center wire is, I'm having a hard time here. I don't know what the deal is. I can't get this to focus. There we go. Yeah, that center wire, that's the ground wire that looks like it just plain rotted away. There's absolutely nothing there, so I'm gonna have to order one of these before I do anything else. Alright guys, got everything all buttoned back up. Do or die time. Oh yeah. Oh, ran out of power. Okay, gonna give this another minute, charge back up. I'm only running off one battery here, and it's an old one out of the other truck. I could put the other one from the other truck in on that side, but I'm just gonna try to get it going off of the booster charger. Trying so hard. There she goes, boys. Rolling coal. Okay, so ground wire on the crank sensor the whole time. It's fixed up now, it's running. The question is, should I build this truck back to its original state, or should I maybe rat rod it, or maybe Frankenstein it? Curious, leave me a comment, appreciate it. Project can go in many different directions. Till springtime on this project. I will see you in the next one.